Hello, hello, hi, gigpreneur. What's going on? Welcome. Happy Saturday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Azimi, and I'm somebody who helps folks start a little side business, little side gig online, and we grow it using social media. I don't have the background. I actually was redirected to this space. I come from the mortgage industry, the corporate world for many years, but my pancreas shut down and left me unemployable with nothing to fall back on. So here we are. Here we are. If that resonates with you, if you're thinking about, hey, you know what, I should start something going, I should get something. Um, and go to sidegigshawn.com, answer a couple questions there so I get to know you a little bit, and I will reach out and we'll have that conversation. Alrighty then, let's go. Finally, decent hour, right? I'll tell you what though, I am very tired and very sleepy. So gonna make this fun. Last night I talked about the little secret things about playing cards, which I thought it was pretty cool. Um, I don't take any co-hosts, bro. And tonight I found out some stuff about backgammon. What? If you play backgammon or know how to play backgammon, drop a one in the comments, and we'd love to know who actually plays backgammon, right? Um, so let's go. So if you have played backgammon before, you know that one day you may be on a roll, right? The dice may be just exactly what you want. Yeah, right. And it's gonna be just on a smooth roll, right? And another day you may be on a streak of negative, like it sucks. You can't roll a good dice, and it's just not your day. Well, isn't that significant of our life? One day you have a good day, one day you don't. One day you squeeze more out of the day, another day the day squeezes out of you. That's pretty close, right? It gets a lot more interesting. So, backgammon has 30 p- pieces, if you would, and that represents 30 days in a month. How about that? It also has four sections, right? You start here, go here, go here, go here. So you got four section, which represent four season. What? How cool is that, right? Four season. It's got 24 houses, if you would, or compartments in each of the seasons, right? So you got six in each season. So you end up with 24 compartments or 24 hours in a day. Pretty interesting, all right? Pretty interesting. Gets better. The pieces are either black or like creamish, if you would, black or white. Let's just go. And that's representing day and night. Yeah, you guessed it. How cool is that, right? It gets even better. Watch this. If you take a piece of dice, if you take a dice and you roll it and it rolls a six, on the other side of the six, there has to be a one. If you roll a four, on the other side of the four, it has to be a three. Sheena, what's up? So whatever dice you roll on the other side, it adds up to seven. You roll a six, on the other side is a one. You roll a two, on the other side is a five. Represents 7 days in a week. Interesting. Now, in backgammon, if you do know how to play, the way you win is that you have to go through all four seasons or four big sections, if you would. So you got the four sections, which represent four seasons. So you have to go through um, when you have to go through winter, spring, summer, and then finish with fall. And the way you win is that you literally get wiped out from the face of the board, which means you remove your last piece from the board, which means you're no longer there. And that's how you win when you're done. Now, the funny thing is this. It gets pretty interesting. Jessica, what's going on? All the way from Australia. Great seeing you here. So the interesting thing is this: when you do win or lose, right? You always seem to think back and say, "Oh, you know what? I should have moved that piece there that one time, or I should have taken that one piece out, and I didn't play that play correctly. I should have done this. I should have done that." And isn't that how it is with our life? We do things, we don't do things, and later we start thinking, I should have done that. I should have said that. I should have gone there. I should have taken a chance. Shoulda doesn't give you an opportunity to do it again. When you say I shoulda means your opportunity is over, right? So when you shoulda, it's over. That opportunity is gone. So they say when you shoulda, this, shoulda that, you don't want it all over yourself. You get the hint, right? So when you shoulda something, that means I don't like using the word regret because to me, even though there are some mistakes, some things we do are really, really costly to us, I don't feel like we should regret them. Because at the time, it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to regret it. Most likely, that's not the case, right? Even though you may throw it out there, but it may not really be the actual case. So I don't really like the word regret. Now, sometimes I feel like I could have made a better than the decision, you know. Novita, hi, how are you? Samir, namaste, namaste. T Money, what is going on? Wow, we got a full house all over. We got people on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, obviously on TikTok. So yeah, I don't really like that word regret. So I know there have been occasions where I would have made a maybe different decision, but that's based on today because now I have the knowledge now, right? At the time, I think I made the decision what I would have made at that time with what I have, right? So isn't that interesting though that backgammon can teach us a few things? Four seasons, 30 pieces, which is 30 days in a month. You got 24 houses, which is 24 hours in a day. You got the black and white for day and night. And it's really interesting how you win. Sometimes these games and these like cards, I talked about cards last night, which was really cool actually. Um, I did not know 80% of the stuff I talked about last night. I didn't even know, but that was kind of cool. I'm not a gambler, so I don't really gamble. In fact, I've never been to a casino table before, ever in my life. Um, Never done it. So it's just not my thing. I may have played occasionally with a couple friends, but I'm definitely not that guy to like get up and go to a casino or whatever. Hell no. I got better things to do with my money. But that's just me, Hey, don't judge, and I don't either. But I think it's kind of cool because a deck of cards, you could learn a lot from that. But I am into magic. I did mention that last night. I love card magic or just magic in general. I really enjoy that. But not like a gambler kind of guy. So yeah, I think we can find inspiration in every corner. We can take it, look at something and say, that could be an inspiration and draw something out of it and use it to our advantage. So, with that, I figured I make it a little fun, make it a little, what is Team Money saying? Oh boy, here we go. So with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. If you know somebody who would get a kick out of this, tag them to it. Why not? Share it with them. Let's go. And if you're not following me, I'm not really sure why you aren't. I'll be the first one to tell you how awesome I am all day. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Threads, and I go with Side Gig Sean. With that, I am Sean Azimi. I'm somebody who helps someone like you, someone like me, to start a side gig, side business online, and we grow it using social media. Now, I'm not an expert, and in fact, I never thought I would be in this space. I come from the corporate world, the mortgage industry. It's a little different, right? And I did that for many years until my pancreas shut down, left me unemployable, which means I can't even get a job, and with nothing to fall back on, and that sucked. So I got redirected to this space. Sometimes we ignore the hunch, the hints about getting redirected. We keep ignoring it, because we're stubborn. But eventually, if that's supposed to be, it's gonna be. So with that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.